Good morning, P-Tank family. This is the administration at Pasquotank County High School. I'm a little slow this morning, a little tired, but it's all right. We got about 2 weeks left, and we got to make sure that we end well. All right. Good morning, Mr. Castillo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Lane.
Good morning.
I hope that you all had a great weekend.
Sure did. Sure did.
Good. All right. Let's do this. Of course, today is Monday, May 17th. I'm not sure if this will be our last MMA or not. We might be able to do next week, but that's getting into exams. It gets a little bit hectic. So this might be the last one. So we have to make sure we do it right, or as best we can, I guess. Good morning, Master Sergeant Coffee. Good morning, Mr. Rosas. All right, our quote of the week is as follows. We can improve our relationships with others by leaps and bounds if we become encouragers instead of critics. And that's by Joyce Meyer.
I agree. I think we need to look at things half full,
Absolutely. All right. So we're going to talk extensively about the exam schedule, and it never likes those bubble letters. But at the top there, it says Spring 2021 exam schedule. Before we get deep into that, let me go over a few other points. First, exams for high schoolers, they count as 20% of your final grade. And so third quarter will be 40% of their grade. Fourth quarter will be 40% of the grade. And then the exam is 20% of that total grade. And so that is a big difference, big change coming from elementary school and middle school. So that EOC, that teacher-made exam, that CTE post-assessment, all of those things count for 20% of a student's final grade. Although the other thing is we have some exams that can be taken virtually, but there's some exams that cannot be taken virtually. So teacher-made exams can be taken virtually. If you have students that already come into the building, they can still come into the building and take those exams. But if you have students that are all virtual, they can take teacher-made exams from home. There are certain exams that you cannot take from home, and that would be those state-mandated exams. And Ms. Lane, if you'll look back over that list there, but I went through your testing document and tried to pull all the tests that have to be done on site. There's also a reason that you have different colors there. High schoolers, we have 5 days at the end of the semester to get testing done. Okay, middle school, they have 10 days. So that's why that schedule always looks so different. High school, we have the last 5 days of the semester to get exams done. So our first day of exams is this Friday, May 21st. And we're going to do all the teacher-made exams. We're going to have a regular schedule. And again, these teacher-made exams can be completed remotely. And so if your child has a first bell teacher-made exam, that's going to be done at 9:15 on this Friday. If your child has a fourth bell teacher-made exam, that's going to be starting at 2:15 on Friday. Again, our Friday schedule is going to be a regular schedule. If you have a teacher-made exam, that is when you will take that exam. If you don't have a teacher-made exam and you're preparing for EOCs or CTE post-assessments, then they'll just have a review day just like they'll review all week. Again, on Friday, those exams can be taken on site if you normally come in or remotely from home. But make sure you take your exam because, again, it's 20% of your grade. Then when we get into next week, that is when those exams are required for students to come in face-to-face. Let me go back because I need to be careful about my words here. If you are still uncomfortable with your student coming in to take the exam, they don't have to come in to take it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or possibly even Thursday. But they will have to take it eventually, or that exam grade would be a 0. Now, a 0 will hurt most people. All right. Actually, it'll hurt everybody because either way, it's going to bring your grade down. And so if you're still uncomfortable sending your student in face to face next week for those exams, then that's fine. The window is extended until, what is it, Miss Lane? July, is it first?
It's the Thursday before the 4th of July. So I'm not sure. I don't have my calendar up, but it's they probably need to take them in the month of June so that you're inside the window. But you have up until the Thursday before the 4th of July. So let me pull up my
So
calendar.
that is July 1st. All right. So those exams have to be done by July 1st. All right.
And Ms. Crutch, can I just make a note about one change on your schedule that you have here? The
Absolutely.
animal science is animal science 2 and animal science 2 small animals. So it's both of them, not just animal science small animal.
Okay.
But that was the only thing that I saw that needed to be updated, except for what are the EOCs that are face to face, which you do have up in the schedule. It's Math 1 and Math 3, Biology, and English 2. But almost everybody knows what those are. It's those CTEs that change each semester depending on what we offer.
Absolutely. And that's why, again, we try to list them all out. Now, this is the other thing. It is not a cookie cutter schedule for every person. It is going to be different for every single child. If you have 2 children at our school or 3 children at our school, I guarantee you their exam schedule is going to be different. So please, it's really important that students pay attention to the teachers, that they ask questions, that they know, okay, when is their exam? What time is it? Can I take it from home or do I have to come in face to face? All of those questions are really important, and it's different for every person.
Right. And every student received their personal exam schedule on May 11th around 5 o'clock. So if you don't know what your exam schedule is, go to your email and check it. And if there's any changes to your exam schedule, it'll be in your email. So make sure that you are constantly checking your email. I've had several kids email and ask, what's my exam schedule? I just go straight into my sent file, find it, and resend it. And it's there. So just check your stuff. And if you're looking for it, if you want to do a search, all you have to search is for spring exam schedule, and you should be able to find it.
So again, just a reminder, Miss Lane sent every student their exam schedule. And she says if you search spring exam schedule, it'll come right up, pop right up in your email. Take a look at that. Parents, please ask your students to do that so that you can see it for yourself. Okay. Again, it's confusing. It's especially confusing this year and this semester because let's say you didn't come in last semester. We've never had tests where you do some at home and you do some face to face. And so it's even a more complicated layer that has been, kind of put on it. So please, please, please ask questions. Make sure your students ask questions. Find that email first, because if there's any changes, if there's any mistakes, Miss Lane is the one that's going to fix those and then send it back out again. So make sure you ask. But we all have access to that document, so we can also go back and check. And if we're not sure, we're going to ask her first before we give out misinformation. So spring exam schedule, that's what you're searching for in your email. Miss Lane sent it last week. I want to say she sent it on Wednesday or Thursday of last week. Do you remember, Miss Lane?
It was on May 11th, which was the Tuesday.
Okay. I was wrong on both days. She sent it on
Tuesday after school. So they probably started seeing them on Wednesday.
No problem. All right, Mr. Lee, I think you had I think you mean the other question. I'm sorry. I thought you meant you had an exam question. I'm a little slow today. All right. Then the color changes when we go into those exams that we have to come in face to face. You see at the very top, I put face to face. All right. On Monday, May 24th in the morning, we're going to do our math exams. These are math EOC exams. That's Math 1 and Math 3. In the afternoon, we're going to do our CTE exams starting at 1:30. That's going to be first belt and second belt. If you happen to have a first and a second belt CTE schedule, Miss Lane already worked it out. More than likely, you might have a Monday afternoon and a Tuesday afternoon. If you happen to have 3 CTE tests, then Miss Lane already worked it out, and that is included in your individual schedule. But in general, anybody that has a first or second bell CTE, you're going to take that test Monday afternoon. Anybody that has a third or fourth bell CTE, you're going to take that test on Tuesday afternoon. On Tuesday morning will be the biology, and anybody else still needing to take the work keys test. And keep in mind, all the CTE exams that have post assessments for the state level are listed below. That's Foods 1 and 2, Principles of Business, all animal science classes. Keep in mind, not small animal anymore. I updated it on the presentation, and I'll send that out. Business Management 1, Horticulture 2, Marketing and Applications. And if you missed exams from the fall of 2020, those are already built into your exam schedule as well. You'll go ahead and take those. On Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock, English 2, and then any makeup CTE exams in the afternoon. Thursday is a whole nother color because by that time, all exams should be completed. And Thursdays, that's when we'll do makeups, okay? It's really important that if you're going to take your exams, that you report on the day and the time that you're supposed to, because then if not, we'll have to do you on the makeup day. Bus transportation will be provided for folks that are already on the transportation route. That means if your student is coming in face-to-face, then bus transportation will be provided for them. I'm still trying to work out Wednesday. I'll let you know about that part. But if your student is not on the bus transportation, you will need to get them here to school and back on those exam days. Ms. Lane, Mr. Castillo, can you think of anything else?
There is one more exam. That's the AP exam that'll also occur on May 26th at 12 o'clock for it's a small number of kids. What is it? 11, Mr. Castillo?
Yeah, it's I think 12
kids. So they'll have their exam during that same time as well. Oh, we lost Mr. Castillo.
Every time I'm typing or doing something, then he goes away. So I'm sure it's my fault. I don't know what's going on. Is that AP Literature or AP Language? Do you know?
Language.
Okay. I will add it in.
I got kicked out again, so give me 1 second. Let me share this.
No problem. All right. So does anybody out there have questions about exams, parents, students? All right.
Almost there.
I'm not sure if they're up this morning. Or maybe they've seen your email, Miss Lane, and they're like, oh, no, we got it. I already know. Okay. Well, the next slide just reminds you that if you want to stay connected to our school, join Parent Square for communication, Parent Portal for grades, and Canvas to see your students' assignments.
All right. Okay, there it goes.
Positive Panther support. I think this week is the last week. So if you need some help reviewing for your EOCs, you just kind of want to hang out and play games because sometimes we have those social emotional things going on. Make sure you click that icon on your launch pad and see that schedule and join. Prepare for your exams. Again, they are 20% of your final grade. Very important. Just a reminder about our process. We collect and analyze data. We reflect and collaborate. We use high yield strategies in order to have student success. We ensure that students are safe, engaged, and connected to school peers in the community. And we effectively use small groups and clubs to meet the needs of students. This month is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So just a reminder, let's all celebrate. And we have our Panther shout out. So we have so many folks to talk about. I just don't know if we can get through all of it. All right. So this is what I'm considering our prom committee. There's one picture back there that you can see of Bourbon Street. And so that was just one scene out of many beautiful scenes. And Miss Lane said, I hadn't seen any pictures yet. That's because we were all exhausted. And so hopefully we'll get around to that this morning. But these folks, they played many different roles. Miss Boone was kind of like the brainchild of the theme and the decorations and made sure that everything was wonderful. And she did a great, great, great job. So Miss Boone, thank you so much for your vision, for your materials, for your ideas, for your help. And then we took the major things down Saturday night, but then we were exhausted. We were like, okay, we'll come back and get it on Monday. Well, I came back to school yesterday because I left my computer and I couldn't do any work unless I had my computer. And I walk in and everything is magically clean and all organized and in the hallway. And it was Miss Boone and her fairies. And so Miss Boone, again, thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you for making that experience as great for students. I think they had a good time and it looked so good. So thank you so much. Mr. Lee was in charge of ordering everything and putting things out and bringing things in. He spent many, many hours here to get everything right. Mr. Cunningham, I saw Mr. Cunningham for the first time not wear like dress clothes. He had on like some sweatpants and like a big shirt, and he was digging a trench. And I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. Mm-hmm. And it was Mr. Cunningham. It's because I've never seen him wear clothes like that. Even sometimes on the weekend when he comes out, he always still dressed up. So Mr. Cunningham, thank you for getting grimy and helping us out with the prom. I greatly appreciate it. Miss Moore, Miss Pereza, Miss Story, Miss Townsend, all of them spent countless hours decorating, putting tablecloth on, cleaning, sweeping, all those things, going to get the food. Thank you so much for all of your help. Miss Reyes also came to help with the decorations. She helped me blow up about, 200 or so balloons. Mr. Rosas, he came and helped out in the afternoon and then took pictures at the event. Mr. Rosas, thank you so much. And Mr. Castillo actually was the brainchild behind this Bourbon Street mural that we see here. And so thank you, Mr. Castillo, and your dad for actually helping us out. So thank you. If I missed anybody, I am so sorry. I appreciate everybody who helped. I appreciate Miss McDonald Morgan who came out. I appreciate Miss Harvey who showed up. So thank you so much. Did I forget anybody?
No, I think one of the coolest things is people really were excited to help out. And I think that's why it turned out so good.
Absolutely. I think the kids were excited too. Well, I was super excited. One of the kids told me, they said, I think you had more fun than everybody. And I'm like, is that like an old joke? Like, what are you trying to say? But okay. I did have fun.
All right. Uh-huh.
All right, seniors, if you need a yard sign, I need you to fill out that form so that you can come and pick one up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, here's.
And again, that's an example of our super seniors, how they pose with their sign.
Mm.
All right, we have more college acceptances. Ms. Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read those?
So we have more college acceptances. Anaya Hill has been accepted to the College of the Albemarle, and Hannah Goodman is not accepted. She has been recruited to the U.S. Army and will start her service very soon. Tiana Thornton is going to Lewisburg, COA, Shaw University. I don't think she's going to all three at once, but she gets the luxury of getting to choose. Jalen Haste has been accepted to, is it Seton Hill? Seton Hill? Seton, okay. Sorry. Seton. I still can't say it. Seton Hill College. Okay. Yeah. Very cool.
Thank you, Ms. Lane. Let me read Mr. Lee's comment. Mr. Lee, now keep in mind, Mr. Lee is one of the OGs. So he's the original, it's OP, original Panther. And he said that this prom is in the top 3 that we've ever had at PCHS. So he was like, people missed out on a big time. So he said it was one of the top 3 ever. And so that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
All right. We also have more scholarships, Mr. Castillo.
All right. Jalen Hayes, who we just talked about where he went. Elizabeth Seaton, $21,000 renewable scholarship. SHU Honors Scholarship for $2,500 renewable. And SHU Athletic Scholarship for $750. Awesome.
Yes. What's even more awesome is this next slide. I went back and made sure I had my math right. And ladies and gentlemen, we are 94% away from we are 6% away from our goal of $1.5 million. We are just over $1.4 million. And so this is super exciting. I know we're going to reach that goal. We're going to crush that goal before graduation. If all of you seniors actually turn your stuff in, let us know what you got. And it's not just what you're going to accept, it's what you have received. And so any letters of scholarship money, please put it in that post-secondary form so that we can reach our goal. Again, this goal means we have opportunities for our students, and that is so very important.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, what is it? We're about $1 million over
from last year. It's about 3 times more than last year. Last year, it was about a little bit over $500,000.
Okay, wow. Okay. Awesome.
Do we know what it was the year before? Because last year was such a weird year that it would be, I
still think it's higher than even, but I'll check. Maybe I can share that information. Maybe I can share that information at graduation.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right, Mr. Lee. So today, this may be the last one.
Might be. We can do a special version. We might have to record it before because Miss Lane, she's not going to want to be up here with us.
Yeah,
she's gonna say that testing is more important. She's going to act like she got more important things to do. I don't know what could be more important than hanging out with us, but that's what she'll say.
All right, so you took the lead from last week. Lane and I are just 1-2 points behind.
Wait a minute. I thought we would all be tied.
I came in last.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought we'd all be tied up because I came in first. Crutch came in. What?
We'll have to see the recording. You know that Mr. Castillo, he don't count very well. He just do his own little thing.
I could be wrong.
He expects us not to remember from like week to week. So you have to go back and count behind him. I don't know.
I'll go look back.
Mr. Coffee, Master Sergeant Coffee says you do that fancy math. Not even the new math. It's the fancy math. So there you go.
Colombian math.
All right. What year did Mr. Mappo start learning to ice skate?
Oh, wow.
What, so not an age, but what year?
What year?
What year? So he's like, what, 18 years old?
Oh, boy.
Let me see. I want to say that's a hard thing trying to figure out.
I don't even know what year he was born. That's
let me see. We're into the.
And he's got one of those faces. He could be 20 years old, or he could be 30 years old. And if he was 40, I'd be like, "Oh, whoops."
Yeah.
He could be any of them.
Exactly.
I'm
gonna say 2001.
All right, Crutch.
Ice skating. I'm gonna say 2020.
2020. I'm gonna say 99. All right.
All right. So 2020. I think that's what you said, right, Miss Lane?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 99 and 2001. What was that? What's that year, Mr. Lee? Ah, 2021.
Oh, wow.
So Miss Lane was the closest. And look, I was trying to figure out. I was like, well, where he I think he's from
He's from the Philippines.
Philippines, and I was thinking, I don't think that's cold weather, is it?
Mm.
So then I was like, they have to have like a special, but I still was thinking he was a kid. So 2021, cool. I wonder where he's learning. I need to go learn with him.
Oh, they got some nice rinks up in Virginia.
Okay,
We've taken the girls there and the little boys too.
good
I
deal.
I was thinking he was like the secret skater that we didn't know that. He picked
I
up.
was thinking that too because those skaters, they're normally shorter and petite, and I was like, he might be like this famous, ice skater. But cool, that's nice to know that you still can do some new things. All right, I think that's it for now.
Well,
Exams start on this Friday.
mhm.
Teacher made exams. Teachers are talking to their students all week. Check out that schedule that Miss Lane sent last Tuesday. It lists everybody's schedule, including any makeups from last semester. All right. And remember, we're virtually unstoppable.
All right.
Have a great day.
Bye.